Now, there was a cook art competition that was held for some schools, from some senior high schools, and the winner was Akwamuman Senior High School. Akwamuman. It seems those people like food a lot and have more knowledge about how to cook food and design food and do different beautiful things with food. Now, the school, Akwamuman Senior High School, is in the Eastern region, and this is the third edition of the Onga Cook Arts that was held, and the second cycle culinary contest. This one was held at Presbyterian Boys Senior High School in Lagos, Accra, and the winners were Akwamuman Senior High School from the Eastern region. Now, this contest was organized by the Ghana Education Service. There were other people on board. Of course, the food brand Onga, whose name is even in the competition. Also, we saw some other sponsors who brought some foodstuffs to the competition. Now, this food contest is a good thing. It helps some of these students to take the stress off the books and to look in other areas. So it was cool. At the competition, there were 5 other schools in the finals apart from Akwamuman, but the school Akwamuman was able to beat them all, and they went away with the ultimate prize of 15,000 Ghana cedis. 15,000 Ghana cedis. Old 150 million. Yeah. Old 150 million Ghana cedis. So, the school were able to, impress the judges with their presentation and also with their skills with the food. They had an overall score of 92%, both in the theory and also in the practicals. They were the winners, and those who came second was the girls' school of Presbyterian Boys Secondary, which is Ibri Girls. Yeah, they came second. They had a score of 80%. And they also did well, but they were not able to beat Akwamuman. And then in third place was Infantiman Senior High Schools. Yes, those girls. For those of you who are in high school, when we say Infantiman, you know where your mind should go to. Infantiman, yes, those girls. They were third position. They had a score of 76%. And so these were the first 3. Akwamuman first place, Ibri Girls second place, and Infantiman third place. Now the marketing manager, who is for the Promsidor, the producers of Onga Promsidor, Mr. Akim Tosu, he congratulated all these winners and the other participants for their efforts, though there were others who failed. He was impressed with the level of skills displayed by the students. Some of them were actually presenting things like they had gone to catering schools for years, and there were many who were shocked. I think a big girls were able to also pull off some nice foods and also some nice arts with food. They also did very well, but they were not able to beat Akwamuman. But on the whole, it shows that our girls are trying their best. They are not just looking in books, they are also thinking of how to take care of their families in the future and how to, see to the home. Now, Mr. Kim also added that there's the need to, promote vocational education all across the schools in the country. He said this because there's an importance of vocational education which cannot be overemphasized, and according to him, there's a huge career prospect in that area, and it comes with all these subjects, and it's a good thing. You already know people buy food every day. We cannot leave that out. People are establishing restaurants and bars and all of these things every day. So in the light of the future with regards to income and then also how to keep the nation in a good place, we have to promote more of these vocational skills and this type of education. Now, he also added that these vocational training, they provide the avenue to the market culture, you know. And it's also a good way to promote tourism. When foreigners come into the country and they see these types of foods displayed, it's going to be something good to them when it's new and it is nice. When you do banku and prepare banku, you do it anyhow. You don't mold the banku well and you put it down there for a foreigner to purchase. He's not going to enjoy it. Neither will he be, gingered to come back to the country. But when you do the banku nicely, you smooth it very well. You put some grapes, 2 grapes on the sides. You get some very beautiful shito. Not those nasty ones that there's so much oil everywhere, but this nice shito with in the right fish used for them. And then aside that, you get some protein on the side, some fruit, some just decorate it nicely. When these tourists come and they eat such food, trust me, even when they are in their country because of food, they want to come here. You get it? So we have to do our best to look in those areas too. Apart from the fact that it will be helping us to promote our own foods. When you think about it, we don't have to import some of these foods from outside. When they see that we are using cassava and corn to do this thing and we did it so amazingly, then they will see the light in getting our own products. You get it? Today there are countries where the economic backbone has been tourism, and Ghana can have a piece of this cake. Even the man Mr. Torso said the same. As a country, we have a rich culture. When you look at how Ampesi, Tozafi, all these foods, come on, man, we have very good rich culture, especially in the area of food. We just have to take the right advantage of it and then use it to push us forward. Now, Mr. Tosu also said that the Onga company was committed to supporting such initiatives. According to him, they were going to get the right experience to empower the students with this type of entrepreneurial and business skills, just so they can be able to create their own jobs and have something to rely on in the future in case where they work or the things they do are not working. They can rely on these types of skills. They can rely on cooking and all of those. I mean, when you think about it, most of the traders most of the food traders, those who sell food on our roads and joints and all those places, most of them don't go to catering schools to learn how to cook. So if you who's learned get the right education, you can just add a bit to it and then just do your food in a different way. It may be the same food that is being prepared everywhere, but the fact that yours is classy or yours is different will bring a lot of help to yourself and to the nation. I mean, there's everywhere you turn to the country these days. From 6 you can get Indomie. Even there are people who are not preparing it in daytime. But when you think about it, you'll see that everybody prepares Indomie the same way. Everybody prepares it with the same cabbages, the same sardines and corned beef, the same stuff. Even the way they put pot of everything is just almost the same everywhere. But if you are doing yours differently, maybe you use Indomie with chicken, just something. We don't say you have to necessarily do that, but it has to be something that's flexible and allowed. Maybe apart from the Indomie, you can put some beef somewhere, some goat meat, just add something to it. Do something else, Yeah, and then we will see how this is going to help us, especially you who would be looking at this as a very good source of income. Now, some of these deputy directors, even the deputy director for GS in charge of management and services, were glad. Mr. Anthony Button also urged these students, to study hard, but however, they should continue to explore such career prospects in the areas of food, this culinary industry and all the stuff. There's also a search for this good ways of carrying food. It's one thing to cook food and to cook it nice, but then the whole way to treat food, the carrying of food, the moving of food from one place to the other, we have to look at that one too. How are we preventing flies and the likes from getting to our foods? We have to pay attention to that too. Yeah, so and all in all, we give the kudos, the applause to Akwamuman Senior High School for showing us that yes, when it comes to food, they are the bosses. They are the bosses. So For a big girl also who came second, kudos to you. You've also done well. And then also for Fantaman Senior High School, yeah, they also did very well. Now, the rest of the schools, don't be discouraged. Those of you who not able to win first to third position, it's not over. It just means that you should be more serious, you know, with such stuff. You never know when you might get your breakthrough that place. It's very necessary for you to pay attention to the other types of vocations that you can do on your own. There's also something you need to look at in this world where things can happen anywhere and anyhow. When you look at how the pandemic came and swept things, you should not focus on only one source of revenue. If you are in high school and you are planning on becoming something in future, don't look at only what you are studying. Look at something else. This food like this is an example, but look at something else. Maybe you need to learn sewing too, in addition to what you are already doing. Maybe you are a doctor or something. It doesn't matter. You still can also learn something on the side. You never know when it will bring something good your way. So that is it. The cooking also should not be limited to females only, because we notice that sometimes these boys in the high school, they shy away from such cooking processes and stuff, but when it comes to eating, they are very present. You know these boys schools, how they like to eat, especially bread. There are some boys schools, they eat bread like it's a competition. So what we are saying right now is that for these boys, don't see food as a thing only for ladies. Don't put it in your mind that because it's a kitchen is normally a place for the woman, you don't think you'll be able to make anything from it. No. When you look around, some of the best chefs who make more monies even in a day than some of these footballers and all these people, high earning salary people, they are males. There are some chefs in some of these restaurants and big places, these golden tulips, this all these hotels and stuff. Their chefs are not females. They are top chefs. When you see them, you'll be surprised. And it's amazing how a male will be so involved in cooking and know the processes and the things that make what the spices that bring things together. It's amazing. Even the way they go about the cooking, the process alone, there's some art in it. They don't just crack the eggs anyhow. They don't just put the thing on the frying pan anyhow. The way if you get a chance to enter one of these hotels or restaurants and see how they prepare the food, you'll be amazed. It's like a dancing move. It's a whole skill together. The way they can toss a food from the frying pan into the air, catch it with another frying pan, and do all these things. So all of that is beautiful. It makes the process nice, and also apart from the fact that you are preparing good food, you are showing that you have something extra to give, and this is very good. So for the boys in the senior high schools, please don't put your eyes away from such stuff like cooking and the like. It could even be sewing. Don't put your mind away from it. Remember that if someone can do it, you can do it also. It shouldn't be difficult. You just need to have the passion for it. Now, in the meantime, we hope Akwamuman Senior High School will use that money profitably. The 150,000 in old Ghana cedi, by new Ghana cedis, we call it 15,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah. So please let those students who took part of the competition enjoy the money. Let them also enjoy the money. Don't let them go and sit in the school with only applause. Let them enjoy something. Let them feel something. Yes. And there are some schools where when you win such competition, they'll tell you congratulations, you go and sit down, but there's only those officials and those people who are the heads of the schools who enjoy it. We don't know if that's the case for Akwamuman, but please let the students enjoy some of the money. Yes, they did the cooking, so yeah. So all in all, that is all. What do you think, viewers, about cooking? What do you think about this cook art competition? What do you even think about how we see ladies as those whose office are in the kitchen? You get it? What is your general take on this? You can let us know in the comment section below. If you have any questions too, you can always feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day and learn to prepare some food. Hi, bye.